Troy. How'd it feel to be out here getting loose and heading into regional?
Yeah, it's awesome. The weather out here is amazing. It's awesome when you can look up and there's not a cloud in the sky. It's just awesome to be here. It's like a way different experience being on the West Coast compared to Texas or where I'm from in the Midwest.
I know you were asked about it a lot last week, but what's with the pitching resurgence, not only for you, but with starting pitching kind of all around that y'all had last week?
I think it's just a confidence thing. I think there was a freedom that everyone pitched with last week, especially the starters, and that we didn't really go into Hoover with a ton of expectations, and I think that kind of allowed us to play free and just do our thing and execute pitches.
I know Coach mentioned a lot that little bullpen outing you got in the last regular season game. How much did that kind of turn things around for you or kind of flip a switch with you?
Yeah, I think that was huge for me. There's a different mindset when you're in the bullpen compared to starting, and I think that was like something that I missed. Like in the bullpen, you're kind of out there, like you have like a finite, like go and get it for an inning or something like that. And I feel like that's something I was trying to drag myself out over 6-7 innings as a starter instead of just going as hard as I can for as long as I can.
Yeah, is that the thing that you found that you could carry over to the starting role?
Yeah, absolutely. That's how it felt on Tuesday. I didn't really care about what next inning was going to look like. I cared about getting through this inning, and then that ended up being really good for me.
Is momentum, do you feel like something that's real? That the way you guys played it, in Hoover, will translate this week?
Yeah, I think for sure. I think it's not necessarily momentum. I think it's just our attitude. I think we still have like a sour taste in our mouth from not winning that last game. I think that was something that we all really wanted and we talked about for so long. And I think that kind of sour taste is going to carry over into this weekend.
What can you say about, you made this transition, you stepped in and had that mindset, but then it seemed to be a little bit contagious. Do you think good pitching is contagious?
I think so. I think setting the tone is big. I think just in a game or for a week, the guy that goes out there first, if they set the tone, I think that's huge. It doesn't have to be me. It can be anybody, but being able to feed off that and seeing other guys have success and know that you can have success is huge.
And then with regional play, how does regional play, you kind of went with it a little bit with the SEC tournament, but how does regional play different from a 3-game series from a pitching perspective?
I think you definitely saw it in the SEC tournament. It's kind of a situation where it's like all out, everything to get that win. I think that was something that you saw with me. Like I threw Tuesday and then I came back through Saturday and Sunday. I think it's just all about winning baseball games.
What does it mean to you to be that guy that you're the only guy that got brought back in 3 times, to be that resilient arm in the coach's minds?
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. I love having the ball in my hand when it matters most, and I'm more stressed out when I don't have control of the game than when I have control of the game.
Good.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Troy.